Alright. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the King of Cannons. That's right. I just got an email the other day from the lovely printF, and he said, hey, thought I'd send you a couple replays, mate. And I was like, oh, what the hell, dude? Obviously, for those who don't know, printF not only has been like a full-time programmer, I think something in like software or coding or something like that, being an adult techie person, but also a games designer who's working on his Elemental Conflux game. He's recently, though, been back on the ladder, and he said, look, I got a couple of delectable treats for you. Sent me a pack of replays, so we're going to take a look at some of them. So far, it's PvP up against Gustav. Gustav did say imposter in the chat, so Gustav apparently recognizing who printF is and seeing a second probe here. And he's about to see the Forge in there. I mean, this is a big giveaway. He knows he's going to get cannon rushed. If he knows who printF is, then that means he should have an inkling about how to defend it already. Pulling a probe to block the scary cage area where he could get walled off. Going to go for his own defensive Forge as well. Massive respect for Gustav here. Pulling a lot more probes as well. printF realizing, okay, he's reacting well there. Let's get a second potential area up over on the right side. Both probes going in, dancing around. He's going to look for his opportunity. He's going to hope that Gustav leaves an opening, but Gustav is not. He's probed up to 19 workers as printF. Gustav's not actually probing at all right now, and he's full walled. That pylon goes down. It gets cancelled. printF's still microing his heart out, but he's got 500 minerals. He should start probing and getting gases behind this in a gateway at home. I don't think this can go up. Gustav is reacting so hard, but losing so much mining time. I think printF could be getting ahead economically. He starts probes behind it, but he hasn't built a gateway or gases yet. He's still trying to keep these probes alive, trying to get this to happen. I mean, I love that he's wasting so much of Gustav's economical time. He's getting so much damage done, but I just don't think it's enough. He loses both probes. That pylon will have to get cancelled. Gustav defends successfully. Now, I would say this is an overreaction from Gustav, where this transition could have put printF ahead, but printF was slow to do it. He didn't chrono probes behind it. He's only now started his gateway and his gases. He was just microing so frantically. Now, what the hell? He's going to come up and actually cannon rush the front? Okay, so he's going to try and contain him. Now, printF, for those who don't know, he has a rule, and that is one base or die trying. Not only does he cannon rush every game on an account called printF, which people know to expect the cannon rush, and yet he does it anyway, but he also has a one base or die trying rule. So it looks like part of that rule is contain my opponent here, get some cannons outside the base, but with the Zealot already on top of you, this cannot be a good move. No way! The Zealot's already almost getting the probe. He's going to just build 3 cannons, 4 cannons right in front of his face. He's going to have to cancel that one, get some minor refund, but I don't think a Zealot can take down all 4 cannons, so maybe printF just cancels 1 or 2 of them, and then this one will finish on the top for sure. Zealot's going to go after it now, but another cannon going down. This is so expensive. printF, though, will eventually get this contain up. The Zealot, it realizes, all right, fine. You get your silly contain up, immediately builds a Stargate, though. Gustav is already ahead on the tech. The Cybercore not quite finished just yet. The Zealot will go across the map for a bit of harass. And looks like a Stalker pops out on the outside and is going to start to break down his Forge, trying to allow him freedom to move in and out of his base. He's going to build 1 cannon for safety there, as well as a shield battery, a couple of batteries, in fact. And a Stargate goes down for printF, but it's 30 seconds behind, which definitely hurts him quite badly. So what the hell do you make of this? I mean, your cannon rush has been held. I think printF could have got ahead because Gustav just pulled so many probes to make sure it didn't go up. And I think Gustav microed pretty well, but printF did such a good job of just keeping his probes alive for so long. He wasted enough mining time that might cause enough of a ruckus. printF, oh, he loses one of his probes there. Second probe does pull back though. Good micro by printF. Only loses 1 probe to the Zealot. He's got more than enough probes on 1 base anyway. It looks like he will get a shield battery on and up. That Forge is going to go down. So basically, we're going to just be forced into Void Ray versus Void Ray. And this gets really technical because it's all about like just minor things. And it's such a high damage situation. But the batteries can kind of heal you up. But like when you hit a critical mass of Void Rays, shield battery healing almost doesn't matter very much at all. Void Ray is going to come down and fight. I don't think this is a good move for Gustav. Oh, he actually takes a little bit of hull damage there. 14 damage beyond the shields. If his shield battery was a little bit further forward, then he could have just fought that and used battery overcharge and started working his way through those cannons. But I think this battery here, he could definitely do that. But now that there's Void Rays out for printF, that's a risky proposition. You can see printF just chronoing Void Rays. And Gustav, he should have been about 30 seconds ahead, but he's only about 12, 13 seconds ahead on Void Ray production. So maybe missing a beat there for just a second. The Void Ray is going to pull back on the north side. It is trying to fall. Oh my god, printF almost gets a kill. and he actually gets a significant amount of hull damage that cannot get repaired. So that's actually huge for printF. He's got the cannons to fall back on as well, and he's getting damage. He even builds an extra gateway on the front, so thinking about adding some more Stalkers and Zealots in the mix. But it really is more than anything all about that Void Ray count. And already we see 2 Void Rays versus 2. And remember the production tab, guys. Look at that. He's only about 5 seconds behind on the Void Ray production, if even that. I don't think there's as many chronos being used for Gustav here, whereas printF is using a ton of them. Now, printF's minerals, you can see getting a little low as he's been so heavily saturated on these patches, but he's got more pylons coming up on the front as well. The Void Ray is coming forward for Gustav, and... Apologies, guys. Still recovering from the Rona. I'm feeling 99% better, but still a little bit congested. So, apologies for that one. But, second Stargate? You can't afford a second Stargate. That doesn't make any sense. I mean, he's not going to have enough gas for it. But printF, the mad genius, he says, okay, guys, I said he has a 1-base rule, but he will long-distance mine. He's going to take a 3rd gas and long-distance mine. Oh, no! Gustav runs forward and loses a Void Ray, guys. He just lost a Void Ray. Can he answer? Nice battery overcharge there. Oh, and he does answer the battery overcharge. Very well done by Gustav. So he ends up trading 1 for 1. And you know what? printF's one of his Void Rays is almost dead. These 2 Void Rays both at about half-life. I'd say that overall ends up being about an even trade, but it started bad for Gustav. Now, printF does have that extra gas up on the natural. He's way oversaturated in the main base, so he's going to grab some probes and put them on that natural gas geyser. He starts with just 3 probes. He's going to use that to try and get not continual Void Ray production off 2 Stargates, but just a little bit more. On the other hand, Gustav's building a Twilight Council, so he's thinking about, oh, I guess the Void Ray stage is over. Let's go blink. Whereas printF, who's a master of forcing these awkward 1-base scenarios, he's going to be way more practiced here than Gustav. He's way more used to it. So he's like, oh, wait a second. If I just force this scenario, whoever has more Void Rays wins. And look, he's up a Void Ray now. Oh my god. So if he can get up to like 6 or 7 Void Rays, he will just turn on his lasers and shift click, like focus down the enemy units, and he will kill them so quickly. If you start a fight, a few Void Rays ahead, and then you just target fire, like you click your prismatic alignment, click on their Void Rays faster, you might kill 2 Void Rays so quickly they haven't even activated their prismatic alignment, and their Void Rays are all shooting different targets. They're not concentrating their fire. So this is actually a really awkward position he's putting his opponent in. His opponent cancelled the Twilight and is now rebuilding his forge. You can tell Gustav is like, god damn it, what the hell do I do in this scenario, man? And meanwhile, printF is like, well, clearly this is how I utilize my advantage. I don't need to expand. I just have 6 probes long distance mining. He could put even more. He's so oversaturated on the minerals. He could actually grab like another 6 and just like have this almost as much gas income as a full one. But oh, Gustav's gonna sneak out, guys. 5 Void Ray run by, and he doesn't see it. printF does not know about this. Oh, he actually just moved his Void Rays down. He was checking. He thought, oh, maybe he'll do that. Tried to intercept what he anticipated, but he doesn't end up catching it. He says, haven't seen the Void Rays poking at the front very much. What's going on? There is a fair amount of batteries here and Stalkers, but I mean, these Void Rays can just kill this stuff so quickly with prismatic alignment. The Void Rays are going to come in though. printF's in for a nasty surprise. He's been checking the corners this whole time, and he's about to see, uh-oh, Void Rays are going to cause him a problem. He does come forward and kills a Stalker. Doesn't get any more. Oh, Gustav, get out of there. Pull back, Gustav. Gustav's Stalkers are getting annihilated. Oh my god, they're getting smashed. Now Gustav's just going to focus down the Nexus. He's just going to kill his base. He just says, screw it. These Void Rays and Stalkers running in for printF. He turns on Prismatic Alignment, and he's just killing everything. His Nexus has gone down, but these Void Rays did have to use Prismatic Alignment to do it. The shield battery overcharge just went down, and it got focused immediately. printF's Prismatic Alignment is also gone, but he is at 8 Void Rays versus 6. There is a lot of shield batteries here, but those get depowered. There are more on the north side. And it looks like printF, I mean, if he's got to do more. There's a Void Ray there that's killing everything. He's on a timer, whereas Gustav is actually mining. If Gustav can just throw down some cannons, get out 1 or 2 more Void Rays, maybe he hangs on. printF, though, he has a 10th Void Ray about to pop. He's waiting for that. He says, that's the last thing I can build in this game. I don't have enough money to rebuild my Nexus. I've got 10 Void Rays. You've only got 5 here. 6 now. 6 Void Rays, 4 Stalkers, defensive shield batteries. Can it defend the 10 Void Rays? printF is looking for it. He knows he's on a timer. He's got to go, and he goes! Instantly snaps 1, 2, 3 of those Void Rays. He's lost 2 of his own, but only 2. He kills 6 Void Rays for 2. Oh my god, that is a deadly trade. And now he can just kill absolutely everything. That 1 red hit point Void Ray, even it does not go down. It's on 6 hit points. He may be losing everything at home, but he's never going to lose these buildings at the front. And he just wipes everything out. 2 more Stalkers warp in. They managed to kill 1 Void Ray. But printF here, despite having his cannon rush, completely shut down at the start. He forces it with the most awkward, expensive contain into a one-base Void Ray war, and he shows his expertise in that scenario. Delicious. All right, guys. Well, I told you that he sent me a whole bunch of replays, so let's go straight into another one here. And I think from that last game, we've already learned that playing a cannon rush might be considered an easy cheese on the ladder. But I think when you're as famous as printF is, and there's so many players who know about you, and they know what that name means, and they know what's coming, it's a little bit harder than it looks, right? Playing as printF, cannon rushing every game, everyone knows you're never going to fake a cannon rush and then just expand. I mean, we saw that it can get blocked, so he has to be an absolute wizard of making that work. Now, his opponent down here, we're going to call him Vladimir. I don't know, Vlad or something like that. We're going to call him Vlad. I can't read Cyrillic, so yep. We're going to say Vlad. printF does go for a forge, as predicted. And seeing that guy coming in, does he realize? Does he know who he's up against? Vlad does pull a second probe very early. And oh my god, he just walls him out. No chances. He's like, nope, no chances. Nope. I'm just going to completely wall you out of my base. I'll have 2 probes down here, so if you want to commit to this, it's going to be very expensive. And behind it, he's just going to cancel that second pile. Does he go for his own? Yeah, defensive forge. He's just like, you know what? I'll just build a cannon on the high ground, stop you from ever even getting into my base, and we'll be completely fine with that. He's trying to gas steal on the other side of the map, but printF, you can see, pulls 2 probes to block that from going up. These probes are coming down right now. Oh! Vlad actually says, you know what? You left an opening, and he actually cancels his forge and just pulls the probes down. A fantastic response from Vlad. Oh, this is so smart. And Vlad has not stopped probing this whole time. He's already up 2 workers, and he's got a Zealot about to pop. Cybercore's on the way as well. This is a huge play by Vlad. Vlad absolutely smashing. Second gas goes up here behind it. printF realizing, uh-oh, I need to transition, and his gateway's on the way. But you know what, guys? Oh my god, I thought this is like a huge waste of money attacking with this many probes. But if you think about it, if you kill the gateway, he can't build the Cybercore. If you kill this before it finishes, that actually totally ruins printF's plan. So printF has to cancel it, build a new one at home, which means his Cybercore is going to be so far off. Your Cybercore's already finishing. His one can't start for another 30 seconds. Vlad is a genius. Walls him out, doesn't even let him in the main base to begin with. He says, I'm not going to do this song and dance. We saw how hard it was for Gustav in the last game, but this is actually a really genius way of defending the cannon rush for Vlad. And where Gustav failed, Vlad may have succeeded. He's got the Zealots out, he's got the Cybercore, he's got his Chronos on probes, just rounding out that saturation. And he's going to scout and see, hey, wait a second, you don't really have much going for you. Your gateway's not even finished. You can't have any tech anywhere. I don't have to be worried about a proxy Stargate. Your Cybercore hasn't even started, and I'm even going to block you from expanding. And I'm going to go for my own proxy Stargate. Oh, Vlad, you savage. You absolute savage. The counter proxy Stargate for Vlad. Wow, in his face. I mean, he doesn't even have a Zealot, so he could pull probes, but that would be absolutely crippling, of course, to printF's economy. If he pulls all of his probes, Vlad can just do stuff at home. Can cancel this even if he has to, just when it's about to die. And it looks like a Stalker response. Okay, so printF's going to go for a mass Stalker response on one base up against the proxy Void Ray. That can work out. As you get enough Stalkers to one-shot the Void Rays, it's super crucial. It all comes down to the micro, though. Like, if the Void Rays just stray a little too far forward, you can just, bam, pop them out of the sky. But if they're really good at, like, dancing backwards and not letting all your Stalkers shoot them, it becomes very difficult to deal with. Vlad does hunt down that probe with the adapt. He's got his first Void Ray on the way. 2 Zealots walking into the base. Very cute. Could dart in, try to kill a probe, run away, but he says, whatever, we'll just pull back for now. Twilight Council on the way. Okay, so printF's going to go for Blink as well. Blink definitely gives you a lot of mobility, but it's so far away. I definitely think his priority has to be just building Stalkers, and you can see Stalker, Stalker. He'll be building, no doubt, a 3rd Stalker in a moment as well. I guess it's a 4th Stalker since this one is already out. Starting to get some damage done on the Zealots, but with the shield battery healing and the Void Ray about to pop, it's going to be over in a moment. There is a Forge up here as well. Vlad, you mad lad, is going to build... Vlad the Mad Lad is going to build... He's the Mad Vlad. Vlad the Mad? Is that like a historical figure? Maybe. It's not Ivan the Terrible or anything like that. But anyways, Stalker's coming in. Ooh, gets a good volley on the Void Ray, but the Zealots are causing problems here. Yeah, he really wants to kill that Void Ray, but he doesn't want to take damage on the Stalkers. Remember, that Void Ray can fade away. Batteries aren't up just yet, but I think trying to push the high ground here is a bit of a mistake. Vlad's going to lose one of the Zealots, but if he can get some damage done, that could be nice. Those Stalkers just need to move north and just outside of shield battery range there. Good micro by printF, but he's got to get in this shield battery range. He does end up getting inside it. There we go. And it looks like those batteries running dry. But 2 Void Rays does easily beat 4 Stalkers. Ooh, I think printF should have ran forward there. He could have stopped that Void Ray from escaping. So I think just a moment of indecision, wanting to use his healing, a bit too conservative. If he lost a Stalker there, that would have been super worth taking out a Void Ray. Now the Adept does shade in. Looks like the cannon will take that out. The Stalkers are finally going to clear this high ground, but it's taken a long time for him to do it. Now Vlad, what's he doing? Just warping in Stalkers and Void Rays. I think Vlad can hold on to the low ground. I don't know if he can hold on to this high ground position. Good pullbacks though. Really good pullbacks. He gets a Void. Oh, he gets one of the Stalkers. And he does take a big volley, but he's lost 2 Stalkers there. And make that, oh my god, printF loses a 3rd Stalker and he doesn't get a single kill. He didn't kill the Stalker or the Void Ray. Once again, I think he needed to commit just a little more there, even though it would have been inefficient. But Vlad is out microing him right now. And we're seeing that definitely some real skills here. It looks like Vlad is thinking about expanding. Yeah. He's going to go for it now. The Nexus goes down. A couple of Void Rays and Stalkers. The Adept's going to shade in. Dude, I love the way he is just fighting printF with his own medicine. printF normally is the guy who loves doing this sort of stuff. That Adept going to do some damage. The Void Ray Stalker on the front with the Prismatic Alignment causing an absolute ruckus. Dude, printF's taken so much damage. He's taken so much damage. He's lost 5 Stalkers for 1 Void Ray. Oh man, these are great trades for Vlad. Gets even another pylon down here. printF is supply blocked. Blink's finally about to finish, but he doesn't really have that critical mass of Stalkers that he would like to. And more Void Rays are still building. The Nexus coming up. A Robo will go down behind this. If a bunch of Immortals get out, they will counter the Stalkers very hard. Stalkers run forward. They don't manage to kill a Void Ray. One of the Stalkers goes down. This is really bad trades for printF. Definitely needs to be cautious and careful with this micro. He could easily clear this out now, that's for sure. Especially with Blink, but maybe just focus on some more defensive micro for the moment. These Adept Shades, very dangerous. He can always just Blink on top of that, and it looks like he's going to have to. The Adept shading in. Stalker's not using that Blink. I guess it was still on cooldown. Oh man, a few more probes going down on his already bruised 1 base economy. 2nd base getting up. We've got batteries going down at home. I think Vlad, just stay down the ramp at this point. No reason to go down there. You've got a shield battery. He's going to have to push onto your ramp. And once again, 7 Stalkers for a Void Ray. I mean, the Zealots and the Adepts don't really matter so much. This really feels like the important units have been preserved by Vlad. And as more Stalkers do warp in, printF says, okay, attacking down that ramp is a waste of time. He's actually going to split 4 Stalkers across for the run by. Meanwhile, these Void Rays going up to the top of the map. And oh, he's actually going to move down the ramp. Oh, looks like he's recalled home. Okay, so we've got Immortals and Sentries and Stalkers on the way. They'll easily defend these 4 Stalkers. These Stalkers are going to come out, clear up the proxy. Little does he know, though, these Void Rays, the cheeky buggers, are just waiting in the top of the map. They're hanging out with the Space Shark right now. He knows that printF, now realizing he's up against an expansion, printF is like, oh god, I gotta go. He's got an Immortal. I can't let him get any more Immortals. I gotta kill him when he just has 1. So he's gonna try and dive and kill the Immortal and then overwhelm these units, right? On the other hand, though, the Void Rays are coming in from the backside. The Void Rays are coming in from the backside, and they are gonna find the Artosis pylon in the back, powering all of the production. Huge damage going down. printF tries to push on the other side, but battery overcharge scares him backwards. Another pylon goes down. Oh no. And even the cannon. Oh no, if he doesn't battery overcharge, it'll go down. He needs battery overcharge, but printF a second too slow on the battery overcharge there. The Stalkers coming in, they do pick off some of units, but look at this, the cannon's coming up. There's more battery healing, the Guardian Shield helping out, the Immortal doing so much damage. printF, if he dives on that Immortal, there's a second one backing it up. He's going to try and focus it down, but it's just taken him too many volleys, man. So many of his Stalkers going down. Behind this, the Void Rays reigning supreme. His entire economy is getting blitzed. He can't even spend his money to warp in because all of his gateways got depowered. And what a disaster here for printF. Dude, imagine if he could have warped in some Stalkers, used them with the batteries. He might have been able to heal this. If he overcharged, maybe he could have as well. But look at this, 1 hero Immortal on top of the ramp. The probes being pulled in. printF gonna have to tap out. And we see, dude, these guys know who printF is, and they are taking no chances. We are seeing some super sick respect for the cannon rushes. I love it. Beautiful play there. Vlad takes him out. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed that game. Don't forget, if you've enjoyed more of these cheesy matches, check out some other dirty, cheesy games all around the screen. Give them a click, like, subscribe, comment, and let us know if you guys are excited to see the King of Cannons back in action. See you guys next time. Goodbye and good night.